Hello guys. Now, I'm just checking sound because this music's quite loud for me. I think it should be alright for you guys, I think. But it's really loud for me. It's really weird. But I think we're alright. Or it was. Now it's getting quiet. I'm suspicious. I don't know. But it's weird. We're doing one of our lovely streams. And it's a general one. It's not just for our flat. Hey, Butts Unplugged. How you doing? It's weird that we're doing one that's not just for our flag me's death. What? Seriously, what is it with these glasses? They just always seem freaking dirty. Or like, I think I've cleaned them all off. But then it's like, nah, I'm going to show you a bit you've missed. And that's all your eyes will look at. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway. Hey, cheesy pops. And we're not just our flag means death tonight. We can talk about anything we wish to. Okay? So, obviously, we can talk about our flag means death, as always. Obviously. Always. But we decided last week that because, like, at the moment, there's not as much news for our flag means death. Obviously, we'll keep updated on all the campaign to get it renewed, stuff like that. Of course, we could talk about that. But we don't have to just talk about that because we kind of we're going off topic quite a bit. We obviously, but we can literally do any topic we want. Real busy. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, I just noticed. Up there. It's decided to work today. At the moment, touch wood and all that kind of crap. It's not hurting at the moment, my jaw. I say that. I've pushed this headphone back a little bit. So it's not as pressed on there as it might normally be. Just in case. It might, when I'm talking more, my jaw might start hurting. But we should be alright. But yeah, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, exactly. But then again, I think we discovered that we had no chat messages before I started, so maybe that's got something to do with it. I had been meaning to look at another one. I couldn't find. I tried looking, but then I just didn't end up finding one that I was satisfied with, you know. Or it was like a Twitch only. A lot of them are Twitch only. But like Twitch, the bar along the bottom that I had, that works for Twitch, but it doesn't seem to always work for YouTube. So I thought, I'll get this. This one looks cool, I'll get it. And then obviously we know how much this one doesn't like working at all. Very rarely anyway, but it's working today. I want to find one that works for YouTube. It's very difficult to find one that works for YouTube. Most of them, they say they work for YouTube, but they don't. Or they just do Twitch. You know, because like this one says it works for YouTube. But one, it barely ever works. And two, when it does, when somebody subscribes, it's meant to come up with a subscription message, right? It comes X months and stuff like that, like it's updated for Twitch, but it's not. So it's a very, very weird thingy. But it's here today. Seriously. Now I'm wondering, have I got something like on my face? Did my daughter touch me with her fingers after food and I just haven't wiped it off because it's all over my fucking glasses. Oh, dearie me. It works when it wants to, exactly. It's temperamental. It only works when it wants to. And I've got another one of these again because I realised it was quite easy to drink. It's not too sweet. It's not too... I've had it out for a few hours, so it's not cold either, so it's not going to irritate my teeth or whatever, because my jaw hurting has made my teeth hurt again, and stuff like that, so this one's... Plus, it's just nice and subtle. Exactly, it's a diva. Should we name the chat box Steed? Should we name it Steed? When it works, it looks great. When it doesn't, nope. I do what I want, but it's got to look... It's purple and glamorous as well. What One thing I don't like, I love the purple colour scheme for it. I don't like the fact the emojis don't show up. They just show up as shapes. I don't like the shapes. Because, like, it's really annoying. But, I gotta sleep now. Oh, no, my head. What is it when I start my chat streams? It's the same one as I was drinking last night. It's a green tea and honey. There we go. Still got the price on it. But I go through phases where I want to drink. I go through phases with all food, all like drinks and stuff like that, where like I'll really like the food and sometimes this drink, and I'll want to have it all the time, and that's the only thing in my head, like, because I don't get much appetite. If there's a food I'm really into, I'll eat that, because otherwise I sometimes won't. Yeah, see what I mean by the chat things? But sometimes I just won't eat. So I've got to eat and drink what I feel like eating and drinking. And it's been ages since I've wanted this. What the fuck is it? It doesn't like emojis. I mean, the pattern looks cool. But, like, you can see the cat ears. Like, I want to be able to see emojis, you know? I mean, what's the point otherwise? But I got to find a way to get the chat on screen. A better way than that. Just shapes. Yeah, it's weird. It's a really nice one. It's just like, I don't like the taste of tea. Like, I could drink iced tea, but I don't drink normal cups of tea. But, like, sometimes I've tried green tea, not like normal green tea. I don't like it. But this one, it like with the honey, it's a very subtle flavour, so it doesn't get too much. And plus, because like when I drink iced tea, it can like give me a feeling of my mouth's a little bit dry, but not, if you know what I mean. It's like not cotton mouth or whatever, but hope you know what I mean. But it makes me drink it slower, so it lasts longer. If it was my iced coffee, I'd probably have finished it by now. See, now I'm talking more, my jaw's hurting. Like, my jaw didn't even hurt after recording Blake 7 earlier. Blake 7's like 50 minutes long for the entire, like, that's just for the actual reaction part of it, not even the recap and the discussion discussion afterwards. My jaw didn't really hurt that much after it, but chatting now, no, it doesn't like me. But we'll see how it goes. Stomach too much, I might like mint or lint. I've tried flavoured tea. I just don't like. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. Like, I just don't drink like breakfast, like the hot teas and stuff like that. I just don't like it. And like with hot, I love iced coffee. I don't like the I like if you go in Costa or like it's a frappuccino type coffees. You know, like kind of like slushy type consistency, or the ones you buy in sometimes in like supermarkets or wherever, where they come in cartons or cans and stuff like that. Those kind of ones. But if you buy the ones in like Costa, if they're like over ice and then they say they're latte, so you got the great big bit of milk. I hate that because it makes me feel icky because there's so much milk. But I'll drink iced tea. But real tea, no. But real coffee, hot coffee, I'll only drink it if it's like flavoured coffee. Like you get the Nescafe like cappuccino sachets, and sometimes they do flavoured ones or mochas. I could drink that, but I can't drink much of it because again, hot coffee's dry make my mouth feel weird. It's really bizarre. I say it takes ages. I'm sat here drinking it because my mouth's going dry. And plus, I could have had something else to drink, but I thought my mouth's gonna hurt. This one, it's like, I don't have to open my mouth too much to drink it. I can literally open my lips slightly, but because like the size of the thing, I realised last night it's actually relatively okay to to drink from. But anyway, this is weird. Like, it's like, what do we talk about today? Because this isn't for Our Flag Means Death. It can be. We could talk about Our Flag Means Death. We could talk about anything we want tonight. No politics. That's my one thing. We don't talk about politics on here. I like normal tea and iced tea. I don't like herbal tea. I only drink coffee from coffee shops. Yeah, like I don't really do hot coffees at all. Usually have one when my nose is getting stuffy. I can't have coffee with it out at least. Oh god, yeah. Black coffee on its own, no. And like if I do have the Nescafe or whatever brand sachets of hot like coffee, they got to be the sweetened ones. Coffee unsweetened, I can't. It's horrible. Like it's too bitter for me. I cannot do it at all. This is so weird. Like I'm like, because this, like with our flag means death, I could literally find, okay, my head would pinpoint on one thing to talk about, but because I've left it open as what this is about, my head's like, there's too many options. And when there's stuff like this where there's too many options, my head freezes. I cannot decide. But once I get started on one thing, I will go and chat about it. But my head is currently like, what? Okay. It's showing up, but it's very freaking delayed. But not without milk. Yeah, I can't do it without sugar. Like, and I won't just like have like a put the granules in, pour the kettle type coffee. It's sorry. It's got to be like the sachet ones. I don't know why. I just don't like normal coffee. It's got to be like. Sometimes I'll have like the mocha sachets or stuff like that, but normal coffee I just can't do. I just cannot. Tea and coffee then. That's what it seems like at the moment. Yeah. Sorry. I feel like I want to cough, but I don't at the same time. It's really annoying. Okay, this chat bar is really confusing me because sometimes it's really delayed and sometimes it's appeared on here before it's appeared on my chat bot, my actual chat window. And sometimes it's really close together. It's so confusing. I want a better chat box, but no. Ah, dear. I'm trying to, like, I'm going through, like, all the things, like, I'm doing for, the channel and that, like, almost at 1,100, which is crazy. Still feels weird that I'm over 1,000. I haven't got monetization at the moment on the channel, because I haven't got, like, my proof of ID, so hopefully they'll, I've got, like, the, makes fun of me for being a basic bitch, like, hey, iced pumpkin spice lattes in, like, the frappuccino type ones. I love it. And one time I did actually have the hot one because I wanted to try it. I actually quite liked it. And I really actually quite liked it. And I love it in the frappuccino version. It's really, really nice. Ooh, strawberry flavour sounds quite nice. That sounds interesting. I like the sound of that. But, with the monetization, I haven't got a passport. And like, only thing I've got, basically I've got a disabled bus pass, like the concessionary bus pass. And I said, will this do? And they're like, it's not on the list of stuff, but you might as well try. So I've got to try to send that off. And proof of address. Because, like, if I'm going to start a new show whenever I finish Blake 7, literally today I recorded episode 11. And I've got 2 episodes left after that. So, like, if I'm going to start something new, I want to get the monetization. And I want to get the monetization back before Doctor Who comes back in May, I think it is. Because Doctor Who does really well on my channel. And also whenever Legends of Vox Machina Season 3 comes out. Whenever that might be. Because that's weird not being in January. So I need to get that done. It's just like, I don't know if they'll take my bus pass. But I wonder if I can do that and then... Or like try it, and if they say no, you got to do this. Hopefully they'll let me do it again and not just go, nope, can't have it again. I hope so, because otherwise I'm in trouble. Because like I can't do membership, which is why I've gone with Patreon. Yeah, I'm really curious about the. Oh, strawberry frappuccino. It's got to have coffee in it, because like they do like frappuccinos. Costa does it as well, where they're they're just like flavored. They're almost like a slushy, but milky. And it's just like, what? No, I can't have those ones because they get too milky and too sweet and sickly and horrible. But if it's got a shot of coffee in it, I can drink it. It's really weird. I can drink it if it's got coffee in it. Oh, I really fancy trying that now. Ooh. God damn it, now I want something strawberry flavoured. Excuse me for a second, I gotta put some lip balm on. My lips are dry. I think my lips might be dry because I've been like trying to concentrate on like sitting with my jaw like lax so it's not tense. Because I think my reason my jaw's been hurting is because I've been clenching my jaw without realising, or just tensing it. So it's like aggravated the pain around the joint, maybe inflamed it a bit. So I've been sitting with like my jaw as lax as possible. So I think my lips have been slightly open, so they've dried out a bit. I haven't used it in ages. I used it just before I did Blake 7 earlier. But it is... what's it say? Coconut and almond. Apparently. But it's Lipsil, and I know Lipsil's good, so... Unfortunately, if I lick my lips now, it's like, ugh. It's been so difficult trying to like keep track of things with like because of Patreon. Like my calendar is like double filled now because I've got to put, like I've got it color coded and stuff like that. I should one time like take a picture, screenshot of my calendar so you guys can see how I've like kitted it out and that. But I've got it like each entry's like tags. Okay, this tag for edited, YouTube, Patreon, Twitch, early release, like yada yada yada, and it's so packed. Hang on. Fingers crossed this doesn't crash. Hang on, let me get... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm getting really confused as well. I've got a new mouse. I thought because of my joints, I got a vertical mouse. It's like, it's comfortable as hell. It's so comfortable. It is really weird. I can imagine it must be so bizarre, but I thought, we mentioned doing a Good Omens one before. So I thought, each hangout, I can put a different picture in it. Different things. So like one time, just do random things and stuff like that. Like, I have a, Sam, in the Discord, there is a hangout, if like you got the top one, in the Twitch YouTube like category, there's hangout memes channel, so basically any memes for like random stuff we could put in there so that we can easily find it. And then there's a hangout suggestion, so like if there's a suggestion, hey, use this picture for the thumbnail next time, like this would be great, or whatever, could put like a picture up in the hangout suggestions type thing. Ugh. I could taste that lip balm. Hang on. I'm going to get through this and have to go get a different drink at some point. Oi. But hang on. I was going to take a screenshot of my chat. Oh my god. On this, I'm used to seeing my calendar on my laptop screen, and seeing it on my monitor, it looks, well, it doesn't look as packed as it was, so I'm going to put it... Oh, for fuck's sake, what have I done now? I'm minimising everything, getting everything fucked up. All over the place. Anyway, I'm going to put the calendar on my screen so you can see like how packed it looks to me anyway, not during the day. Let's get this week. Okay. And I will take a screenshot of it, right? If I can I use the Notion app, right? Oh, apologies if you heard that. But, this is just for this week's stuff that we're coming to the end of type thing. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Oh, I gotta remember, like, what... It's really difficult to remember where the buttons are because it's like that. Like, because there's like a gap down there. Like the button's up here, but there's a gap down there and I keep pressing down there, expecting the mouse to be there. And it's so confusing. But hang on. Studio mode. Sorry, I'm going to put like the, I just want you guys to see like how I've got it structured. Like I'm just, it's difficult. Now I'm doing a week ahead for Patreon. It's been so difficult to keep track of it. Like I keep getting confused. And like I'm having like double, triple check what I'm doing. Okay, it's gonna come like huge, but I will put up slightly, right? Because is there a reaction video I haven't done that you want to? Ooh, right, hang on. I'll just put this up briefly because it's gonna cover my face because it's impossible not to because it's just, well, look how busy. This is this week's stuff alone. Like for me, with my daughter's stuff as well, like and like Thursdays. I've had to change when I'm releasing, doing general, like releasing turn, because turn is just taking so long and I've got so much to do on Thursdays, but it's just like, it's crazy. And also, if you saw the Wednesday one, Pompoko, the Studio Ghibli film, Pompoko, it's fucking weird. But you got, normal YouTube won't see that for 4 weeks. But it is so fucking weird. Reaction video, I haven't done that, I want to. Well, I've got stuff on like lists of stuff that I want to do, like, or like people have suggested and stuff like that for like replacing the stuff. Like, I would love to be a type of channel and type of person that could do all the big ones and cope with it. But when I did that before, it would get on top of me. Like, I just couldn't cope with it. It was just, one, I would just be wanting to get it out quick. 2, there'd be so much I want to get in there and it would just overwhelm me. And 3, it's just, I'd get up like anxious or like, oh God, nobody's going to watch my thing, yada, yada, yada. I just got overwhelming. So that led to me putting in like the guideline, like, right, my channel is going to be older stuff that barely, or stuff that barely anybody wants to watch, or not wants to watch, but reacts to like Blake 7, underappreciated shows that are like, so like, to me, okay, What We Do in the Shadows is still really big and it's still on, but it's not reacted to as much as I would have thought. I don't know about a live stream reaction one because that would be really weird because one, I don't know if my laptop could take it because sometimes it crashes when I'm live streaming, sometimes it, or not it crashes, it resets the app whilst I'm live streaming, so it resets stuff whilst I'm filming as well. So if I try to record it and live stream, it might be a bit much, but it would be an interesting thing to do. Maybe like I thought, maybe we thought like we in the our Flag Means Death hangouts, we've spoken about doing one for in Discord for a certain episode of Midsummer Murders. If, well, I'm gonna sneeze by the way, but those who know. Sorry, I felt that sneeze coming on. I was like, I got, oh my, do you ever get it where your tongue tingles when you sneeze? But because of this, because it started such a meme and such like jokes. This GIF, like we kind of thought maybe we'll do one of those, but just difficult to find it. Leap day to everyone. I still find it hilarious that often did 1717 be a leap year. I guess that was a bit improvised. I did not that. Quite possibly. I keep forgetting it's a leap year. I always lose track of dates and how many days are in each month. I never really kept track of it, so. But a live stream reaction one, like maybe when I've actually got a dedicated PC, I can do something like that, like record it and also to do a live reaction type thing. Like I've done something like that on my Twitch before. Like not a live reaction. I didn't film it either, but it was for the Assassin's Creed movie, because I've played through all the Assassin's Creeds on there, and it was like one of their watch along parts. I don't think it was saved for a bit, but I never downloaded it. But it would have to be, it'd be really interesting. I think, yeah, cheese. But maybe like, I think maybe I'd have to do it because I'd want to keep it and maybe put it up on Patreon or something like that afterwards for people that didn't watch it live. And I don't know, because it'd be really interesting. It'd be really, really interesting trying to figure out how to do it and copyright stuff and stuff like that, because I've never done it on YouTube. Because I know people, they do like reactions to trailers and stuff like that. They film it as part of a live stream and then they chop it up, put it on that. But I've never done that. I've never done that myself, so I don't know about the copyright type stuff for it. It'd be interesting. It's a possibility, but I don't think I want to try it. Because I'd want to, like, even if it's just put it up for YouTube members whenever I get that back, when I get monetization back, or put it up for Patreon, I'd want to do something like that instead of just doing it, bam, done. Or keep it up on that, but I'd want to record it. So that, no, actually no, I wouldn't. Like if I kept it on the channel, I wouldn't have to record it, because maybe what I could do is like, so to help people with like syncing it up if they were to watch it back in the future, I could like have like basically in this kind of like my reaction videos, like have a picture of it there when I start the reaction, when I start watching it, so people can like sync up with it. And then like disable it. And then maybe every 10 minutes, like I do with my commentaries, every 10 minutes, put the picture up again for like a few seconds. And then put it back down again, type thing. I could maybe do it like that. Maybe. I don't know. I've thought about stuff like that, but it's finding the time to do it. Like I'd have to make it part of the live stream. Or a part of one of these or something like that. Or in place of one week, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. It's definitely a suggestion. It's definitely an idea. There's so many things I would love to do. But it's one, finding the time to do it. Not having the focus to do it. Because the way my brain works, I'm fucked with most things. I can't do it. But then also the technology. Because one, I don't know why my laptop does the reset, whatever the hell it is, conflicting things. Yeah, like I could do it like the live stream like that, and then after the live stream put in timestamps. Okay, we start here and blah and da 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 yada yada yada. Maybe we could do it like that. Maybe I don't know what it would be. Maybe Next goal wins is out. I think you could buy it. Hang on a minute. Let me see. I believe but then again, I'd want it to be something that was on streaming. I think it would be better to have it on something that's available for streaming so that people could do it. Okay, Next Goal Wins is out on Prime Video. You can buy it for Prime streaming online. But the Blu-ray doesn't come out to April 8th. I pre-ordered the Blu-ray because, like, that's really fucking annoying now. But I don't know what I would do and when. Why does my preview keep resizing? I don't know what. There's so many things I would love to do, but I think it'd be interesting to try it. And I think I'd have to figure out what the conflicting things that are causing the There's not a reset, but that's what I call it, because it's kind of like everything just resets and then it goes to one screen and then it comes back and then I've got to restart, do certain things. So I just say reset or crash, because stuff, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it. So I think until I figured out what the hell's going on there, got rid of whatever's causing the issue or fixed it, it probably would be wise to like do that, like be reacting to something and live streaming at the same time, because I don't want to overstress it. And like whenever I manage to get a PC, like it might not be till next year, I don't know, but that would be, I definitely would do like, or would consider doing that kind of thing. It'd be really quite fun, actually. And by the way, yes, I did just buy Next Goal Wins online. I'll have to do. Hey Victoria, we've been talking about all sorts of stuff, like coffee, all sorts. Coffee, tea, maybe doing a live stream reaction if I could figure it out and if my technology allowed it. And also, chat box works today-ish, kind of, maybe. And Dan Ben, hello! Everybody coming in. Haha. We're just talking about random stuff tonight. But yeah, I just, I thought about what could I do for the live stream reaction video or stuff like that. Obviously, I wouldn't put the picture in there unless I was like reacting to a trailer or like random videos suggested. Obviously, I'd have people vet them for me first, just in case they were like weird things. If it was like YouTube stuff that I could get away with, or like a trailer, yeah, I could put it up here type thing, like in my reaction videos. But if it was a movie or stuff like that, I would put it up for like a few seconds and get rid of it to help with syncing. Well, a lot of the time it is from Amazon, because it's just ease of use. It's like you posted 3 things and it tells you what they are. But, yeah, I usually get my Blu-rays and DVDs and that from Amazon because it's just ease of use. Because like I can't drive, stuff like that, and I'd have to get a bus. It's just there's not many places that actually sell DVDs that are like ones I'd like. If I ever go into the town I grew up in, there's a CEX store. CEX. I don't know how to pronounce it. Stuff like that. I always, whenever I'm in my hometown, I'll always look in there like, oh, is there anything that's good that I fancy and stuff like that? I'll get some stuff from there. But a lot of the time, Wrecked. I've not heard of that one. I've got I would love to get more classic DVDs. I have got season 2 the season 2 Blu-ray for Classic Who. Somebody once got me the Time Meddler, which was really good, and also I think Reign of Terror. So that's the classic Who and also I've got Galaxy 4, which I've just done. But yeah, it's awesome. But what was I gonna look? Wrecked. I'm gonna put that. I'll put Wrecked on my list of like suggestions. So then like I'll probably look at it. I'll be like, what the hell's that? And then look it up. So I will type. Let me hang on. Let me just put it in. So. Okay. Hang on, I'm just making sure I like notes so I know what to... But yeah, I prefer to do less reacted shows, or like shows that have got like one season left. So like people say, oh, that, like they're getting excited, sad that the show's ending, but then they'll see that oh, that person's reacted to it, they're starting the journey, that's great. That kind of thing, people quite like that. And I feel like there's a lot of people that like would appreciate shows that they love. They don't get to see people react to them to the first time, and not ones that, like, I love seeing, like, there's big shows like Mandalorian, that kind of thing. I love seeing multiple different reactions to it. But I also love seeing, like, oh my god, that person's reacting to that. That's amazing. I need to watch that. I like that kind of feeling. So that's kind of what I wanted to do for the channel. So, like, I got Blake 7, which I've got 2 episodes left to do. Just two. It's crazy. That's from, like, late 70s, early 80s. And also featured when my dad used to work. It featured... If some of the episodes, they had a location, my dad used to run it, kept it open for ages, and also sometimes I can, from my old house, which is just down the road, I could see it from my bedroom window. Like, it was crazy. Oh, classic, that there isn't, oh, not all classics available on there, is there? Because, like, hang on. Unearthly Child's not available on there, is there? I've seen... Oh, Aldous, thank you so much. Oh, Mexico, awesome, thank you. Aldous. Is it Aldous? I'm so bad with names. I am so sorry, but thank you so much for popping in. I've seen some of Constantine. Matt Ryan as Constantine is fantastic. I didn't really watch all of Arrow or Legends of Tomorrow, but I really liked him in that. And like, he's gone on to do like Justice League Dark, which I do own, and like the animations and stuff like that. He's become like the go-to voice for Constantine, and he is fantastic. He is so good as Constantine. And also on top of that, Matt Ryan, Constantine, is also the voice of Edward Kenway in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So it's like 2 things I love. He's a fantastic Constantine. He's great. He's absolutely brilliant, but I'm trying to think. Aldous. Okay. Apologies if I've mispronounced it. I forget things very easily, especially when I'm like scrambling to think of things and say things. I'm so sorry. It's never intended when I mispronounce a name, I promise. But I am so bad at names. I'm so bad. I sure was ecstatic when I was so happy when he brought him in. He's brilliant. He's just so funny. He's really good. And he was in Torchwood. He was in an episode of Torchwood as well. Although a lot of people don't recognise him because he's got black hair, he's got dark hair in that, and he looks so different. But I think he actually had his proper Welsh accent. He has his Welsh accent for Black Flag as well. Black Flag was great. I really hope the rumours of a remake of that would be... Black Flag in PS5 graphics would be gorgeous. Like, when I was playing Black Flag, I was like, imagine this in PS5 graphics. Oh my god. Reaction to the last episode seemed priceless. Oh, that's awesome. I was so shook. So shook. But then, like, any bits I've seen from, like, season 1 again, it's like, how did I not get it? Meat, that's it. Yeah, with the poor creature. He was one of the guys. I think he was the guy running it. I think. Yeah. Like, he's great. But yeah, he'll always be Constantine when I look at him. But if I just hear his normal voice, his Welsh voice, because he's Welsh, he's Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed. I can't put this down now because I could taste my freaking lip balm and its horrible aftertaste. I'm going to finish this. Oh, look. Label. It was funny seeing his Constantine. Oh, I was so happy seeing Lucifer in that. Because speaking of, like, we said about Matt Ryan being in Torchwood, Tom Ellis was in Doctor Who. In one episode, but he was an important character in Doctor Who. Which is kind of weird. But, oh. I'm loving The Good Place, by the way. Good Place is amazing. Like, so much more to it. I do. I have my PS... You guys, you can actually... You can't see it right now. But when I'm doing my reactions, you can usually just... Behind my Funko Pops, because I've got 2 Funko Pops right there. But they're actually, Nandor and Guillermo from What We Do in the Shadows. Behind that is my PS5. What trouble? That's true. Like, I haven't watched all of Lucifer. Have you got a Wenzel's Bakery? I don't know what Wenzel's Bakery is. So I'd say no. I don't even know what Wenzel's Bakery is. But yeah, I prefer console games. Whenever I get a PC, I'll do some Windows games. But I will most likely use a controller because, like, I can't do keyboard mouse. It physically hurts. So if I can play it with a controller, I'll do that. But it's got to be controller. Right. I have got... today, for Patreon, I did episode 11. After this, I've got 2 episodes left of Blake 7. And next Friday, I'm going to put out a poll for the replacement for it. So that probably I might put it out some point this week. I might just say stuff it, I can't wait, and put it out some point this week. But yeah, I'm almost at the end of Blake 7. It's weird. I don't want it to end. The one I just reacted to today. Obviously, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil my reaction. But the guy that played the main scientist. Oh, I forget the act. But Wenzel's. I've never heard of Wenzel's. PS3 here and like be some less expensive. Oh god, yeah. Modern games are stupidly expensive. Stupidly expensive. It's ridiculous. The prices. And then they get the special editions and stuff like that. And you want to get all the extra bits. And my god. Like the WWE 2K24. There's one edition that's over not over 200. Over £100. And that's not with like physical stuff. That's not with like a physical like... My Horizon Forbidden West, right? It was like 120 something, I think. But I got... Well, you guys can't... Hang on. I got that statue with it. With my edition. In this gorgeous box and stuff like that. So, like... I got that statue. And plus, it's my favourite game of all time. It's the reason... That game is the reason I got my PS5 in the first place. So I could play it. But it's ridiculous prices. Like, I can't remember exactly how much that WWE one cost, but it's just WWE. Yeah, it's ridiculous prices. I haven't done a Star Trek reaction. I believe it's only digital. One problem I've got with this though, right? Hang on. It came with... Fucking hell, I can't get the thing out. Gorgeous steel case. Absolutely amazing, gorgeous steel case, right? Really cool. Doesn't come with a disc. They've started doing this now. They put a digital code in there. A digital code, but no fucking disc in the special edition. But they give you a display case so you can put it on your shelf, or if you get the other version, if you want at some point in the future buy the other version, you can put that in the case. They do this now with them. Like, I love the case. The artwork's gorgeous. It's my favourite game of all time. I'll buy it. But no fucking disc. What's going on? I watched some episodes at the beginning of Star Trek Discovery. I really liked it. So, like, it's something I would want to watch at some point. I love Star Trek. Literally grew up watching Star Trek. Always loved Star Trek. God's sake, now hang on, I gotta shut this now. It's so difficult. There we go. Oh, and Aloy's disappeared. There we go. Tiny little Aloy for scale. There we go. Anyway. Flypaper. I haven't heard of Flypaper. But yeah, like, I've not done a Star Trek reaction. I love Star Trek, but it's all on Paramount Plus, I think now. Although, actually, no, the animation one, I believe that is on Netflix, I think. But I don't have Paramount Plus. Yeah, bar HBO with a Flag Me Stuff. We've gone on and on about how stupid that is. But yeah, the empty disc case is ridiculous. So many things do that now. It's so silly. What are they like? I prefer having the physical edition. I will always prefer having the physical thing. Like this, I love being able to see the cases, and also like if you. People are getting it with like Crunchyroll and Funimation right now. It's like if you buy it on like iTunes, buy like films on iTunes like and stuff like that, or you buy them on Amazon and you've got the digital one. If they ever remove it from their catalogue, like it's probably the same with PlayStation too, with their like subscription services or download games. If they ever remove whatever it is from their catalogue, that means basically, and if you're buying a digital product, it's just long-term rental. You don't actually own it. If they ever remove it from their library, your copy is gone. You will never retain, unless you've somehow downloaded it permanently. It's you don't own it. So I will always prefer the physical editions. Always. Switch release a bundle collection. You get multiple games in one. Oh, that's... Why not put all the discs? Why not put all the games on discs? That's stupid. That's even more stupid than just having a digital code for all of it. Having some of them being physical, but two of them not. That makes even less sense. That's stupid. That's so stupid. But yeah, the animated series I've not seen, but like I haven't seen all of the original series. I've not seen much. I think I've seen most of the films. I haven't seen all of the original series films. I've seen all of Next Generation, all of DS9. All of DS9. The first season, like two seasons or so of Enterprise, not all of it. And I will never watch the Enterprise finale again because my god, they fucked that up. I love the Enterprise theme now. I'm always going to say that. And Captain Archer's amazing. But all of Voyager. Voyager is my personal favourite. And Janeway is my personal favourite captain. Star Trek from 60s to 2000 is on Netflix. Yes, I do. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Prodigy. I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen that they've got it all. I love Star Trek. I grew up with Star Trek. Like Q. Like, I think... Like, I haven't watched Picard though. I haven't watched Picard because I don't have Paramount Plus or whatever it's on. I haven't watched, I've watched only like first one or two episodes of Discovery. Not watched anything on any of the spin-offs from that, like with Pike and that. So like I've missed a lot. When was this model company that went bust and another company was selling models about a lot of them didn't come with booklets to tell you? Well, that's just silly. That's just... People just get fucking ridiculous with stuff like... That's like switching the book format in the middle of a series. Infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. I think I got what you got said then, Dan. But there's just... It's so infuriating. It's like, it's to get themselves more money and save on money and stuff like that. But a lot of people won't buy it because they just don't want to... They want to own the physical thing. The physical editions will always be superior. Always be superior. Blah, blah, blah. I still got that aftertaste of my lip balm in my mouth. It's disgusting. Ugh. Oh, that's better. Great. I swear my daughter must have touched my face after her tea. because I keep getting, like, looking at my glasses, and it's just like, she had her hands all over my face. So now it's like, ah. Plus, I'm always paranoid about it being dirty because the lights reflect off them, so they always look smeared anyway. It's the same in when I go to the cinema. Like, when they got the lights at a certain thing, and you get them, they look all, like, weird. It always makes me think my glasses are filthy, even when they're clean. I own, next to, oh, no, I would love to own some Star Trek, especially Voyager. Voyager's my favourite. If Lego wants a bottom days, they'll set, oh, God. Wouldn't surprise me. It's like, what's the fucking... Like, I get not having... Like, for the big fancy sets that are for more grown-ups and stuff like that, or for more mature children, or where they expect to watch a video for instructions and stuff like that, I can get those kind of sets. But if it's the more... Like the less complicated, like, buildings and stuff like that sets, no. Keep the instructions. It's just ridiculous otherwise. Physical media is always better. I've got this one, excuse me, lens wipe. Or I had them, but they just took ages. They were just smearing it. They were terrible. But I've got to say, this gets it quite clean quite quickly. This cloth. I bought it with this spray, so it's really good. It turns out it's just fucking water in it. It's ridiculous. But they start having individual books for each thing, so multiple... I like that kind of thing, Dan. That sounds awesome. Yes, Voyager I like. Because it had emotional stuff, it had some serious stuff, it had light-hearted stuff. There was the big, like, unknowns and stuff like that. Big stakes and stuff like that. I loved it. And plus, Q was in it. Q had a thing for Janeway. I love Janeway. Janeway is my absolute favourite Star Trek captain personality. So far, anyway. But yeah, I'd love to start watching Star Trek again. I miss it. But I want to. But yeah, I love Star Trek. That's one of the things I got brought up on. Star Trek, Red Dwarf, that kind of thing. Star Trek was always on. Red Dwarf was always on. Luckily, I can't remember a lot from my childhood, so watching Red Dwarf now is like rewatching a lot of it again. Or I get the feeling like, oh my god, it's this bit. Oh, I'm so excited, kind of thing. And it gives me comfort, and I'm enjoying it. I'm loving recording Red Dwarf again. It's so fun. And you got smeg ups and stuff like that with the... Oh my god, the bloopers. The smeg ups, the bloopers from Red Dwarf are freaking hilarious. They are so funny. Now this is weird. Okay, now I've done that, it's kind of glitched, because it is saying I had 0 concurrent viewers, but obviously you guys were chatting. But then I went into my chat bar and I went participants, and it's got like 3 other people. It says 3 names there, but 2 on there, and it's just... Which also had 7 of 9 in Q. I love 7 of 9, but I can understand why that wouldn't be for everyone, Picard. I want to watch it at some point. But I find it really extremely difficult. If I'm not watching something from the moment it's on, I find it it's because of the way my brain works. I can't, like, just either watch it from the beginning or jump into it. I've got to watch it from when it airs. So that's why, kind of like with the channels kind of helping with that. Because, like, I've wanted to watch Blake 7 for years and Classic Who for years. I've not been able to get myself to do it, but the channels help me actually watch stuff I've wanted to watch, and it's great. And whatever comes next with stuff Paramount, but they do release it on DVD and Blu-ray. That's at least they'll do it. I don't have Paramount Plus. I have Netflix, Amazon Prime, ITVX at the moment. If whatever that gets like chosen to replace Blake 7 isn't on ITVX and is somewhere else, obviously, I think the majority... Hang on, let me open it up. I think the majority of the stuff that's going to replace, I chose, or like put on my poll that I'm thinking of for Blake 7 replacements is on ITVX, actually. Because, like, for Blake 7's replacement, I kind of want to go for the older stuff, mainly. I might put Babylon 5 on the poll. I might. But I, like, for that slot, that day's slot, I kind of want to go for stuff that's the same kind of, like, older stuff. Like, I've got Space 1999 is probably going to be on there. The Prisoner's probably going to be on there. Maybe UFO, Sapphire Steel, Survivors, that kind of thing. But I might put Babylon 5 on there. But I might get rid of ITVX when I'm not using it. Just Smeg Up's a proper DVD release, not just... I think my mum actually had some Smeg Up's VHS tapes. Like that. I love the fact they used to release just the Smeg Ups. Smeg Ups, like, I love Red Dwarf. Absolutely love it. Smeg Ups are the best part, though. I love Smeg Ups. Did you ever watch? They had, I think it was for the 10-year anniversary of it. They did a Red Dwarf night. And they had, like, an A to Z for it. They had lots of Smeg Ups. The night was introduced by Patrick Stewart. They also had... Because there's a cooking show, or was a cooking show, called Can't Cook, Won't Cook. They did a Can't Smeg, Won't Smeg. They had Chris Barry as Rimmer on it. Craig Charles as Lister. But then Danny John Jules was as Dwayne Diddley. And it was so freaking funny. Laugh About Voyager was when the ship got messed up in that next episode. It was fixed. Yeah. It's really, like... But then again, with Voyager, they could Jeez, have you seen Galaxy Quest? I've seen Galaxy Quest. I loved it. I haven't seen it in years, but I have watched it. So funny. But I think with Voyager, because they were like traveling for so long, they could probably repair stuff. We don't know how long time was and stuff like that. They could get away with like having like this amount of time has happened between episodes type thing. So they could literally fix it themselves or like work on it themselves over time and things like that. That they could probably explain it away because they had to learn how to fix it all themselves, didn't they? And adapt things themselves. And like if they met plus there might have been aliens, the different species they met, where they could give them some supplies and stuff like that, maybe for like fix it. I don't know. Yeah, I've got UFO and Space 99 are on the list. They're probably, at least one of those would be in the poll. Battlestar Galactica 70s and 80s. I've watched some of the modern Battlestar. Like I've watched all of the final season about that, which is really weird. I watched the final season. But I haven't watched much of before that. And I don't think I've seen... I might have seen some of the original, but I can't remember. But I don't know why I haven't got Battlestar Galactica on that poll. Or not on the poll. I've got a big list. I've got a list for Blake 7, the Blake 7, like Friday, Saturday slots. And then I've got one for what I call the Tuesday slot. So whenever I finished What We Do in the Shadows, whatever will go in that, and I kind of want the same kind of feel. Although, like, I know I'm still on the first season of Turn. With Turn, I'm kind of thinking possibly Outlander for replacing Turn whenever that happens. That's going to be weeks, like ages yet, because there's 4 seasons of 10 episodes. But what was it? It was Battlestar Galactica. I can't believe I haven't got that on that list. I'm just going to mute the microphone for a second, because you'll hear me typing otherwise. Okay. I can't believe I never had I don't know where I can watch the original Battlestar, but it's on there. We kind of have self-repairing materials now. Maybe that exactly. Maybe they came across a species that had some self-repairing materials. And maybe after 7 of 9, because they had her Unimatrix 1 or whatever it was with her like things, maybe they adapted that afterwards to start... Oh god, British Empire, my god, that was hilarious. So funny. The Scutters! But yeah, I'm thinking maybe, especially after 7 of 9, they could like adapt their stuff to like, I think, actually didn't they? didn't they adapt Seven of Nine's like Borg stuff to like repair and stuff like that, or adapt it into like certain shieldings and stuff like that? I swear they did something. And then they what was the species that they had to team up with the Borg for a bit, because there was a species from another dimension, species 240 or 204 or something like that. I can't remember, but maybe that's how they got 7 of 9, wasn't it? Maybe they had to get some special shielding and stuff like that, so they could probably explain it away somehow, how they're able to repair. I'm tired. My daughter woke me up about 5 o'clock this morning, I think. She better not do it in the morning on Saturday. She better not fucking wake me up so early. I don't think I can. Nanoprobes, that's it, yeah. 8472, I knew there was a 2 and a 4, thank you. I knew there was a 2 and a 4 somewhere in there. I can't remember the ending of British Empire. It's been absolute years. Because wasn't it on in the early 90s? Wasn't it originally on basically the same time as Red Dwarf, I think. I think it wasn't it like 92 or something like that. But I haven't watched it in years. Absolute years. I believe it is on ITVX though, I believe. Oh, sorry, I don't know what the hell that yawn was about. I'm just checking my phone, so it just lit up on it, and I don't know what for. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's just a very delayed notification. Always is. Everything's always delayed with my technology. I don't trust it. I definitely don't trust the live control panel in OBS. I don't trust the updates at all. Mid-90s Sunday afternoon. I think it was probably I saw it then. I literally cannot remember. I know I've seen some of it because I can remember the receptionist always had her child in the cupboard and stuff like that. It was weird. It was weird, but it was funny as hell. And I can remember that his wife went on. She was in one of the main cast in Green Wing, which I've seen season 1 and 2. I think I've seen most of season 2 of Green Wing. So freaking hilarious. Had Olivia Colman in it and Michelle Gomez. A Bumble. Yeah, Green Wing's definitely a one to watch. I haven't watched it in so long, but like seeing Michelle Gomez as like Missy and that, I'm like, I just remember her from Green Wing having like, her character was freaking insane in Green Wing with the ridiculously long arms walking around. And one time she walked across a corridor in a hospital pulling a camel. Weird character, but it was so funny. Hang on a minute. I've just thought something about that. Hang on. I've got to look up Green Wing because I've just thought about one of the cast. I've just thought, hang on. Am I confusing two actors or is it actually the person I think it is? I think I'm confusing two actors. But yeah, Green Wing is freaking hilarious. So funny. Yeah, Tamsin Gregg. It's got Mark Heap, Stephen Mangan, Julian Rintut, who's brilliant. Julian Rint. Oh, sorry, I'm just moving my microphone. I think last night we spoke about in my Tomb Raider stream, we spoke about how Chris Barry, Rimmer, was in the first two Tomb Raider movies. Julian Rintut, sorry, he was in The Witcher for an episode. It's the one that did the stuff to the witch one. I've forgotten her name. My God, he was in the first one of the first Tomb Raider movie. I go off on tangents. Good Night, Sweetheart. I loved that. That was beautiful. But what is the actor I'm thinking of? Is it him? Oh, no, yeah, it is a different person I'm thinking of. Okay, I thought it was somebody else. I haven't... Okay, yeah, I got confused with Greenway. I just literally had to check that it wasn't the person I thought it was. And it wasn't. But I just had to get it out of my head before I forget. There was only 18 episodes. That's crazy. Yeah, the wife from British Empire was in it as Joanna. I remember that, my God. Yeah, British Empire was 1991 to 1997 and had 51 episodes. Sorry. Oh my God, Keeping Up Appearances and Hello Hello. Oh my Lord. How about, speaking of Keeping Up Appearances, how about Hetty Wainthropp Investigates? Same actress. My God, I haven't watched any of those in years. Hello Hello is Good Morning. I loved that. Oh, that was funny. Hello Hello was one of the ones that was always like on in like, it was just always on and stuff like that. It was so funny. There's a theatre version. Oh, that's good. That'd be awesome. Hello Hello is just a classic, absolute classic. Birds of a Feather as well. Yes. But yeah, what was it? Hetty Wainthropp Investigates, which is Patricia Routledge, the late Hyacinth Bucket. But she was Hetty Wainthropp, and her like assistant in that, 'cause she was kind of like actually investigated stuff and stuff like that. Her assistant in that was Dominic Monaghan, which is like, I found that out and I was like, oh my God, it's Meriadoc Brandybuck. What the hell is going on? And he was a baby. God, I haven't watched any of those in years. I love classic shows like that. God, all I can picture in my head, I've literally just looked at the words Keeping Up Appearances. All I can picture in my head right now is Onslow. That actor was brilliant actor. The guy who played Onslow. Oh, man. Darling Buds of May. Yes, with David Jason and Catherine Zeta-Jones. God, I never really watched much of Darling Buds of May, I will say. Same as like The Good Life I definitely did watch. I loved The Good Life with Tom, and there was the episode where Tom almost got with the neighbour lady. Oh, what was the show she was also in? Oh, also in Lost. Yes, yes. I watched it up until like basically his last episode in season 2. And I didn't really watch Lost after that, and it kind of looks like it went a bit extra weird. But oh, what was the other show that the posh lady from The Good Life was in? Because they had the 4 friends. You had Tom and Barbara, I think, and the other 2. And one of them was in Yes Minister. The husband was in Yes Minister. And Yes Prime Minister. But what was the wife and what was her show? Oh God, that is going to piss me off. I might have to look it up to that point. I can picture it. I can picture her co-star in it. It's like she technically owned the house, but then she ended up living in, like on a, somebody bought it for some reason, and she ends up living in a little house, and I think she ends up with the guy. Penelope Keith, To the Manor Born. Thank you, To the Manor Born. That's it. In it, To the Manor Born. Or is it To the Manor Born? I think. But yeah. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you, Dan. Oh, I would have had to literally Google that. Because that would have pissed me off if I couldn't think of To the Manor Born. Oh. That would have angered me to no end. Like I could picture it. I could literally picture a promotional picture from it, with them all sat still and stuff like that. Penelope Keith was brilliant though. She was so funny. There's so many shows of like that kind of like age that are so funny. Classic shows. And Open All Hours. Remember Open All Hours with John Inman and stuff like that? Ah. That was one that was just that was always on at certain times of day, and it was just, God, I love those shows. Open All Hours was a classic. I can remember one time at a pantomime, John Inman was like playing the dame, and they brought some people, like he brought some people up and like going, "What did you have for Christmas?" And I went, "A puppet," because I had a Gromit puppet from Wallace and Gromit, and he's like, "Oh, okay." Very similar. I can't remember their theme tunes at all. It's been so many years, like well over 20 years probably. But since I've seen any of them. Okay. Hang on. Okay, sorry, I'm just making sure, keep opening up a window to remind me. After the stream, I've got to clear some stuff out my laptop, clear some things, so I like keeping a certain amount of space on it. Sorry. I've just got distracted because I was going through my settings on OBS. There were so many classic shows at that age. Open All Hours. I haven't watched the one with Granville being the owner. I haven't seen that one yet. But I loved the original with like Nurse Gladys Emanuel. And that. Oh, Open All Hours was brilliant. God. The nostalgia feels right now. I wonder if like... Bless this Man About the House, George and Mildred, Open All Hours, Still Open All Hours, Terry and June. I think I've seen bits and pieces of all the rest of those, but Open All Hours I've actually watched. But I think I've seen some of the rest of them, but not lots. Hang on. I'm just going to have a look. For fucking open up. Thank you. I'm just going to open up ITVX again. Oh, yes. All three of those. Absolutely fabulous. Grew up watching that. Vicar of Dibley. I love it. My favourite episode... Actually, probably my favourite episodes of television... Or my singular favourite episode of television... is either... I would either say it's the... I'll get there in a second. It's the... Sorry, my head is freezing in a second. It does this sometimes. When I'm trying to recall multiple things at once, it just stalls. The Van Gogh episode of Doctor Who. So either that, or it's the Vicar of Dibley episodes where Richard Armitage is in it and she actually ends up getting engaged. That, I love that episode. I own that. I literally own that Vicar of Dibley one. Especially the both of them are brilliant, but that first one, especially when I've got to say it, Dan, I don't like Mr. Bean. I used to like it when I was younger. I've tried to watch it now. I can't. I don't know what it is about Mr. Bean. It literally makes me severely uncomfortable. Don't know why. Really cannot explain it, but it's just not for me. I don't know. I really don't know why. Really don't know why. Like, that was a few years ago. I might be able to watch it now and my head might be different. I don't know. But, Vicar of Dibley, yeah, I love it in those episodes where Richard Armitage's character, he's telling, like, obviously, like, every episode at the end, the vicar tells a joke to Alice. Alice never gets it, but then Richard Armitage's character, the fiance, goes, no, it actually means this, and he explains it, and then Alice literally bursts out laughing, and Vicar looks at him, and like, Geraldine looks at him, and is like, I fucking hate you. It's so funny. Sorry, I just want to see if there's that kind of like era of shows, if like with Open All Hours and that kind of thing, if there's some of those on ITVX. It's a bit difficult to tell with ITVX now because they've opened it up. It's basically it's all like the all of ITV stuff on there. So there's it used to be like more classical stuff, like older stuff, but now we've got like Well, the first thing I saw was AW Collision, which is a weekly thing, and they got the news on there, and it's like, they got so... Don't like ITVX as much anymore. It's a bit too busy. So I just want... Wayne's World. I don't like... Yeah. I really don't... Oh, God. On the buses, I never really watched much, but I can literally hear a voice. So I just want... Yeah. Literally, just a few months ago, I could have gone through ITVX, found, like, the classic shows and stuff like that easily. Because they'd be on the main page, but they've just opened it up to so much stuff. Like, Gotham is on there. Oh, God, the Mighty Boosh. I hate the Mighty Boosh. As Time Goes By, never really watched that, but that's... So I thought that was fucking Hugh Dennis, then. Oh, the Kumars at number 42. Only Fools and Horses is on there. Obviously, watch that. Ooh, Vicar Dibley's on there. No, I've not actually watched every episode of Vicar Dibley, which is terrible. But do they have... They have my favourite episode on there, the one I was just talking about. Ooh, okay. Oh, now I've opened that up, it's got the more comedy suggestions underneath. Okay, for some reason it's got 30 Rock on there. No. But Hello Hello's on there. A lot of them are. Like, I probably could get away with watching them, but I prefer to watch them through, like, where they're meant to be. Because then, obviously, I can't get caught out. So I'm just going through, because, like, I feel like I want to put some... Sorry. Ab Fab's on there, too. Thank you very much. Oh, fudge. Hall of Comedy. There we go. That's most likely where it'd be, but... I just want to, like... Oh, because you mentioned Mr. Bean. What about the Thin Blue Line? Oh, okay, yes, Prime Minister's there and stuff like that, but the Thin Blue Line was brilliant. And The Good Life's on there, sweet. Never... Oh, God, Some Mothers Do Have Them. I can never watch Some Mothers Do Have Them again. Considering Frank Spencer is the original Phantom of the Opera. I will never be able to watch Some Others Do Have Them again. Since I found out he was the Phantom. I've got to say though, I'm not that keen on his Phantom singing voice though. Personally, anyway. Ramin Karimloo. Yes, please, thank you very much. He is the best one in my opinion. But, God, there's only 7 episodes of Some Others Do Have Them. Huh. Oh, wait, that's season 1. I thought there was only 7 in total. So I'm just trying to get all, like, these classic shows, put them, like, in my list on ITVX. Because I think they'd be, like, to do another classic show. That's a shame. I hate when, like, they edit it out and you miss, like, big bits and stuff like that. It's really annoying. Thin Blue Line is brilliant. Mark Addy. Way before Robert Baratheon was in it. And also, oh God. There's only 2 seasons of that. But it was so funny, the Thin Blue Line. So funny. And Rowan Atkinson is brilliant. The cast was great. All I can hit now, I'm thinking of the Thin Blue Line. I looked at the picture because I added it to my list on ITVX so that I can, like, always add it to my reaction wish list, as it were, at some point. Because I thought I'll do it now whilst I'm thinking of it. Now I'm thinking of the Thin Blue Line. I saw the picture. All I can hear in my head is hoity-toity, such and such and such. I could just hear his voice going hoity-toity. And it's really fucking annoying. Faulty Towers is an absolute classic that would never get made today. Never get made today. Oh my lord. Or if it did get made today, my lord, would it be toned down. It would be a completely different show. You could never make Faulty Towers today. Never. But there's an episode that had Bernard Cribbins in it, which is like Oh, so I'm gonna skip this song. I don't like having music on the channel in the background that's got lyrics. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yes, thank you. That's what I was trying to remember, because I was looking at the picture of the cast of The Thin Blue Line, and it had... Is it Tom from Gimme, Gimme, Gimme? He was one of the cast. God, with Kathy Burke. Gimme, Gimme, Gimme was so funny. I had to be in the right mood to watch Gimme, 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 though. Because sometimes it grated a bit, got on my nerves. But it was funny. In the right mood, if I was in the right mood to watch it, it was so funny. So classic. There we go. I've got Tin the Manor Born in my list as well. Like, I'd love to watch classic stuff like that on the channel, because it's not... That's fair enough. Blackadder, I never liked the first season of Blackadder, where where Blackadder's the dumb one and Baldrick's the smart one. That Blackadder, God, I can never watch. If I ever reacted to Blackadder, but then again, I haven't even attempted to watch that season of Blackadder since I was little. So, growing up now, I might... Oh, God, My Hero with Ardal Hanlon. Oh, my Lord. That was brilliant. That was good. But, yeah, I think maybe maybe at some point I'll do Blackadder reaction, because it's been years since I've watched that. Maybe Blackadder could be on the list to replace Red Dwarf whenever I finish that. Because, like, Red Dwarf I watched years ago, but I'm reacting to it. So maybe whenever I finish Red Dwarf, which I've got shitloads to do, because obviously they've done seasons, the most recent ones. After season 9, I haven't seen any of it. And I think they're on, like, season 13 or something like that now. But, maybe I could do, Blackadder again. I love Blackadder. I can never decide which one's my favourite. Let's keep it appearances. I'm just going through this section. Now I found this particular section of ITVX is a lot better. God, there is so much on. There we go. Speaking of Blackadder, I'm going to make sure it's on my list so I can easily find it. Literally, next thing I saw on ITVX was My Hero. Catherine Tate show. I was never really the biggest fan of that. Miranda. I loved Miranda. Because Tom Ellis, it had Lucifer in it. That's, to be honest, even after watching Lucifer, I still think of him as, I believe his character was called Tom on Miranda. He will always be his character in Miranda for me. Not Lucifer. He will be his character in Miranda. I loved Miranda. But yeah, I looked over from Blackadder, two selections over at My Hero. Bob. I see the word Bob. Do you know what I've got going through my head right now? What word? Because I believe it's not Bob, but it's something that's, I think, said to Bob. I've got one word going through my head right now. Can you guess what it is? I can picture it both times in both seasons. I've got one word in my head. I want to know if you can get what it is, Butts Unplugged. Because I can literally hear it. Oh my God, I've got it stuck in my head now. I'm going to literally hear that. I'm going to dream of Blackadder. Actually, no, I'm going to dream of a combination of all these classic shows, and it's going to be really bizarre. I bet that was really weird, Victoria, because he's really different in Miranda. I love him in Miranda. He's so funny. But yeah, I've got one word in my head. I cannot get it out. It's going over and over and over in my head in that voice. That iconic voice. That's all I can hear. Little Britain, I kind of liked it then, but now I'm older. No, I could not watch Little Britain now. I've seen clips of Little Britain now in like the last year or so. Like, it made me uncomfortable. It was like, look at now, I'm like, it's not funny at all for me. He's so good in Miranda. Yeah, the one word I've got going in my head because of Bob is woof. All I can hear in Rick Mayall's voice is woof. Flashheart, that's it. Lord Flashheart. Literally, I could see the mustache. I could see the Ghost Fourth version and the one with Queenie as well. Oh, Rick Mayall. Rick Mayall was an absolute icon. I loved Rick Mayall. Rick Mayall was so funny. Absolute legend. God, 2.4 Children. I remember that as well. There's so many classic shows I could do. He does, I think so. At least in the one with Queenie. Is that Blackadder the Third? I always get confused over the... I remember Blackadder Goes Forth as that title. I can never remember the names of the other series with Queenie and Prince George. I can never remember the name of those. I know one of them, Blackadder the Third. It's been so many years since I watched. Let me have a look. God, Flashheart was brilliant. And Hugh Laurie in Blackadder. I can remember when House first came out, and you had all the Americans going, "Oh, he's like that," and stuff like that, and like that, and like he was like being found sexy, and like all the Brits are like, they obviously have not watched Blackadder because he is George, or they've not seen Jeeves and Wooster, but especially Blackadder. He's so different. I would love to be in a room with somebody who's only ever seen him on like House, watching him in Blackadder, just seeing him and realising it's him. He'd be so funny. I can't remember if he used them Enter and X. I think maybe he used them for both. It wouldn't surprise me. He was a bit over the top, wasn't he? My Family. God, I watched that a bit as well. Not all of My Family, but I can definitely remember it. So I'm literally adding all of these ones to like my list on ITPX as possible, like Red Dwarf or whatever replacements, or just like possible, plus just possible ones. Okay, let's just get rid of that browser now. I would love to own Miranda. I don't think I've seen all of... So I know he leaves at one point. Tom leaves at one point. At the end of a season. I think that was for like season 1. I don't think I've actually seen every single episode of Miranda. I'd love to watch it though. No, Darling was another one. Darling was played by the guy that played Cruella's assist butler in the live action 101 Dalmatians. Tim McInnery or something like that, I think his name was. Something like that. I know someone had that. So, yeah, that was Captain Darling. It was, no, I can't remember Hugh Laurie's character's surname, but it was George. I know his first name was George and he wasn't that smart. And then he obviously I think it was the previous, Blackadder Goes Forth. I think the second one, was Queenie the second? No, Queenie was Queenie second or third series? Hang on. Let me open up that browser again. Let's find Blackadder again. Hello, darling. Yes, I can remember the voices instantly. Hang on. Fuck it up. I've got to open this up now. I've got to I can never remember the order of the Blackadder series. So let me find it again. Where is it? Okay, let's have a look. Because I know the army one is Blackadder Goes Forth, obviously. And the first series is like the one where I never really got My Family changed a lot, yeah. I never really enjoyed my One Foot in the Grave, that wasn't really for me. But yeah, series 4 was Blackadder Goes Forth. That one I remember. Okay, Queenie was season 2. Yeah, the one with Queenie. Yes, it's Stephen Fry. Because Stephen Fry was Melchett. And Darling was like his second in command. Is like, or at least in that one. But the guy who played Darling in season 2 of it, he also played the character of Percy, and that was the one with Queenie, as like Queen Elizabeth I and that. And then season 3 was the Prince George one with Hugh Laurie, which also had him, had the guy that played oh, hang on a minute. Okay, I'm actually getting confused now because they've got used the same. Okay, they've skimped out on the pictures because episode 5 of season 2 and episode 5 of season 3 both have the exact same picture, and I've lost track of which season it is, so I don't know which one is Percy. Her maracas workout. Jesus. I remember, actually, no, I remember seeing about that, I think. But, I need to watch more of Miranda. I have never watched all of it. I've never watched all of it. I love it. I loved what I saw. It's so funny. Young Ones. God, yes. I think I've never seen, again, I've never seen all of the Young Ones, but what I've seen is them on University Challenge. Jeez, there's so many iconic classic shows. He was in Notting Hill? I know he was in 101 Dalmatians, and he was also in Game of Thrones. Darling was in Game of Thrones. He was a lord that, I can remember Jon Snow going to him, like, because he was trying to get everybody to go against Ramsay Bolton. And he basically said no at first, until, Lady Mormont basically spoke down to all of them. And basically that's when they all went, okay, we'll do it. And then they named him King of the North. But he was in that. Is it Tim McInnery, I think? Something like that. I've never heard it actually pronounced. But yeah. Oh, God. Husband of one of Hugh Grant's. I think I've only seen Notting Hill once. Years ago. Over 20 years ago, I think. Jesus. Oh, God. I feel old. I feel so old. Then again, of course I feel old. I'm going to be 38 this year. I'm going to be 38. I don't like it. That feels so weird. Try to set. Yeah, I've literally only ever seen it once. I know Rhys Ifans was in it and he was brilliant. He was his, wasn't he, he was Hugh Grant's roommate, wasn't he, Rhys Ifans? He was the one that came to the door in his pants. Oh, God, yeah. There's like, couldn't make LOLO. We definitely couldn't make not open all hours. Of course we can make open all hours. There was a reboot of it. Or continuation. No, you couldn't make Faulty Towers. Faulty Towers would never be made now. And if it was, my God, it would look so different. Rhys Ifans is brilliant. It's like, my little girl, like, he was in Nanny McPhee 2. So my little girl knows his face as well. But so many people now in America, especially, just know him for House of the Dragon. And it's like, no. I do like some of them. Some of them are so funny. I love some of the sketches. There's so many different Red Nose Day sketches. Like the Catherine Tate one with David Tennant. And then another Catherine Tate one with Daniel Craig as well. You are? Fair enough. That's fair enough. My other half is current. Jesus. I don't think my other half's in the chat. He's going to be 44 this year, so. Oh, I've almost finished my drink. But yeah, I like some of the Red Nose Day stuff. There's so many funny ones out there. Some in the mid-30s, fair enough. It's nice getting a different range of people, different ages and stuff like that. Watch all these like different shows and stuff like that, different classics and things like that. It's nice. It's nice to see people that are younger than me appreciating the older stuff, or me appreciating the older stuff and stuff like that. I don't feel so bad now. It's just weird. I think sometimes my head has a weird like sense of the passage of time. So sometimes it feels like it's actually not as much time has passed as it has. Like, it doesn't feel like it's like over 20 years since I left school. Yeah. Yeah, it's like this year will be 22 years since I left school. It doesn't feel like that much. So like passage of time feels weird. So hearing I'm 38 makes me feel strange. It's really bizarre. My daughter is going to be 13 in September. That's the freakiest one for me. My daughter, I'm going to have a teenager. It still feels bizarre I'm a mum, but I'm going to have a teenager this year and I hate it. She's not allowed to be 13 in September. 48, wow. You're 10 years older than me. I'm going to be 38 on June 2nd. So you're 10 years older than me. Yeah, jeez. The bad thing is this year my daughter's actually going to be in school on her birthday. She's special needs. She doesn't know. We could skip her birthday. She wouldn't know. We don't do Easter. She doesn't know. Because she doesn't need all that chocolate. But, I know. It's going to be weird. She's not going to be at home on her birthday. And I don't like it, you know? It's just so weird. There's so many... My head is trying to catch up with everything we've been talking about. Because we've, like... I'll get there. Eventually. It's weird. I think it makes me feel weirder, the fact that she's going to be 13. Like, that's what makes me feel old, is the fact I'm going to have a teenager. That makes me feel old. It's like it feels weird that I'm old enough to have a teenager. It's very strange. I don't know. But my head keeps having to pause. Keeps having to pause to catch up because of the fact we're just talking about so much random stuff. My head's like, wait, let's stop. Wait. I can't do it. Oh, for fuck's sake. What's my phone doing now? I do not trust my phone. What the hell is it doing? Telling me it can't do Face ID. What? I don't trust my phone. My phone's weird. But then again, I never trust any of my technology. All my technology is bizarre. Something always going wrong. Kevin and Perry. Kevin and Perry and like the Fast Show. I haven't watched it in absolute years, any of that. Never really liked it when I was younger. But then again, I never really liked the League of Gentlemen. I hated the League of Gentlemen when I was young. But I've watched 2 of the, since then, that's literally in the last few months, I've watched 2 of the, their live shows for the League of Gentlemen. And I actually really liked that. I find it hilarious. So, like, it makes me think that maybe there's stuff that I hated when I was younger that I'll love now. Because I definitely know there's stuff that I loved when I was younger and I hate now. You know? God, I think my brother had that. That sounds very familiar. That's the same, Dan. Yeah, like there were so many classic shows on telly, like repeated. Like Open All Hours was always on, and To the Man of... Don't know what it is, but that music then just weirdly went weird in my ear, so I had to skip it. But there's so many classic stuff, like The Good Life and stuff like that. Like we've spoken about, there were so many big things like that, big classic shows that was on when I was growing up, and we just watched it because my mum would like it. Like I grew up watching MASH. love MASH. But that was one thing that was always on, and we would always, like, if we were flicking through the channel, MASH was on, we'd keep it on. Like, when it was on Sky 1, we'd literally put it on MASH. I love MASH. I've seen little bits of the film with Donald Sutherland, but not all of it. Like, when I think of MASH, I see Alan Alda, I can't remember the actor, but BJ Honeycutt, Radar, Frank, Margaret. I tend to see oh, for God's sake, what's the second colonel's name? That is gonna piss me off. But I love it. If you want to know what happens when someone turns 18, you watch Kevin and Perry. Oh, my daughter's autistic with learning difficulties. We've always sworn she's already into teenage years, it feels like. But I swear she's gone straight from terrible twos into teenagers. Like, she's literally gone from terrible twos to teenage. Already, it feels like. I swear she skipped it. She was terrible twos for, like, years. I am not going to yawn. I did not yawn then, honest. Oh great, now my eyes are watering. My eyes are watering. Oh yeah, buttery mash, lovely. Oh, sorry, my eyes are watering now because I yawned. And because I yawned, my jaw's like, oh hello, I'm still here. Luckily, it's not as bad. It was starting to hurt before my daughter went to bed, and then like the last hour before I started this, it was like carried on. Like, I'm glad my jaw hasn't gone, you know. So I'm just looking at a few things keep popping up. So much stuff. Great, now. So now I've started yawning. I can't stop because, like, you know that last little bit of a yawn where you're like, type bit. I can never get it out. I can never do that end of the yawn. So I can yawn for hours. Harry Enfield could be really brilliant. Like, he was the original, like, roommate in Men Behaving Badly, which was always brilliant. Although Neil Morrissey was the best roommate in that. Never really saw Harry Enfield's bits, but well, I can never get the end bit of a yawn out, so I will yawn for hours. And see, I cannot help it, and it makes my eyes water, which makes my eyes sting, and it's going to make my jaw hurt too. So that's going to start now. My eyes are watering like fucking crazy. Oh my lord. See, I can't stop now. Sometimes, I think it depends on if it's done well. So I know I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know there's been like movie versions of TV shows where it's been absolutely terrible. But I can't remember things off the top of my head though. I know it's been the other way around where a movie has got a TV show and it's been terrible or it's been bad. Like, I know I think it's Snatch got a TV show. I know on Netflix, I think it's on Netflix now, I believe there's the Guy Ritchie series, The Gentleman. I love the movie of The Gentleman. I love it. I saw the trailer for the TV series. It looks absolutely shit. Absolutely shit. Even with Giancarlo Esposito, they could have called it anything else. It might have been really good, but they called it The Gentleman. None of the original cast. So it's like, no. I like live streams where we can talk about everything. I like it too. It's nice. Like, my head was like at the beginning, before we actually get going, my head freezes. But once we start getting topics going, I'm all right. Every so often I'm stalling, but like once we start on a subject, I will go off on tangents, and then everything just naturally happens from there. But to start it off, it's just something like any kind of thing I have trouble with. Like, when I describe it to other people, it's kind of like pick a topic. I always say to to describe how this brain works. Catherine Tate. Okay, the Simpsons movie's alright. I don't like Bob's Burgers. Don't know why. Don't know why. It's just it does not appeal to me whatsoever, personally. But way I describe the way my brain works with like picking multiple subjects to talk about and stuff like that, is like if like my other half was to go, we got like if I look at a DVD shelf full of DVDs, my other half goes, pick something for us to watch. I'm like, my head, I can't do it. It's just like I don't know. But as soon as he starts going, how about this one? How about this one? I'm like, no, I don't fancy that. Maybe that one. Oh, not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. That kind of thing. Once there's suggestions, I can literally go off like crazy. But trying to pick one at the beginning, can't do. Ted added 2 movies. That's true. It does have a TV show. I've never actually seen Ted. I think Ted would be something I would either love. Actually, no, I don't know. To come to think of it, I don't know if I'd enjoy Ted or not. I might just think it's alright. I might love it. I really don't know. It's something I would like to watch. Because I've seen like one clip. I think I've seen clips of it. I can't remember anything from the clips. But it was funny. So like Ted might be something I might enjoy. But I might not do it at the same time. I don't know about Ted. But it'd be something I'd try, you know? I know there's like Chucky. There's got a TV... I believe it's a TV remake. I think. I've not seen all the Chucky films, though. I've not seen all the Chucky films, but I know there's a TV show. But then again, it's not Brad Dourif. It's Mark Hamill, I believe, now. Playing Chucky, which is a great choice for him. Speaking of Brad Dourif, he was in Star Trek Voyager as well. I loved Brad Dourif's character in Voyager. Was brilliant character. Very rarely in it, but when he popped up, like I could literally picture him. I think it was when the Kazon was taking over the ship. He crawls out the air vent and he's in the medical bay because he's literally confined to his quarters. Nan. I liked a few. I actually can't remember many of the Nan sketches, but like the David Tennant one was hilarious and stuff like that. But I've never seen the movie. There was a remake movie. Talking about Stargate. I can't unravel it. But because there's loads in there, but I have a Stargate SG-1 poster in this roll of posters that I've had for years. I love Stargate. I've been to Stargate conventions. I had dinner with Amanda Tapping. But yeah, I love Stargate. This one's got Jonas Quinn on it though, not Daniel Jackson. But most of the posters in there are Lord of the Rings. But they're afraid to fuck on the end because you can tell they're old. Oh, look, another roll of posters. What's on this one? I've got distracted, but Stargate. I fucking love Stargate. I've seen all of SG-1, seen all of Atlantis. Okay, that's my Lord of the Rings posters. I could tell from that. TV show, they had Brad's daughter play a young human Chucky, which is... I heard about that actually, but I thought I didn't realise they did another movie. I just thought it was Mark was in the TV series. I didn't know there was that. Cool, fair enough. So is the TV show got Brad in it? Because Brad's brilliant. We're made by 2 different people. Guy who made the movie does not like the shows. I can understand. Sorry, I keep catching my blanket under my chair. Because the TV show and the movie, Jack O'Neill, completely different. Well, not completely different. It's still the stuff about his son, but he's more comedic. Like, I like the movie. I love the movie. And there's some people that are still in it, like, Scara is the same actor. And, O'Neill's best mate, same actor. He's a lovely guy. He's a great guy to meet in person as well. Oh, that's good. Mark Hamill's great choice if they have to replace Brad Dourif. Great choice. Can't get better. But Brad, if you can get Brad. He's brilliant. Like, Brad Dourif's brilliant actor. She is, yeah. Like I can remember when Sanctuary was on and people like slated her English accent, and I'm like, one, it's a good accent, and two, she's English. Yeah, I remember literally, I can remember when the TV series started. I watched it from the very beginning. It's a brilliant show. A lot of the forest looks exactly the same because they were exactly the same, but Stargate was brilliant. Absolutely loved Stargate SG-1, loved Atlantis. I think I saw the first season of Universe. I haven't seen the rest, didn't see the rest of it though. I would like to, but I just never, it just ended up, I don't know what stopped me from watching it. I just couldn't ever get back to watching it. But Amanda Tapping's brilliant. Lovely person as well to meet. Really nice woman. I loved Stargate so much, and just the world they built around it with like the Asgard and the Goa'uld, and Christopher Judge will always be Teal'c. I know people know him as Kratos, but he'll always be Teal'c. And they had some insane guest cast in the TV series, like Isaac Hayes, General Wright. Like I can remember, I can literally see Jack popping his head in, and Don S. Davis. I was amazing. Like one of the first celebrities I met at my first convention. I can just imagine him. I can just remember him going, "You remember General Ryan?" and Jack going, "General Ryan, Chief of Staff," and it was literally the real Chief of Staff of America in SG-1. It was brilliant. It was. I remember it was cancelled. That sucks. That it never got. It was a cliffhanger, but I can remember it was because they tried something different, which it's fair enough. They got to try something different. I can admire that, and I quite liked what I saw of Universe. But it was a shame it got cancelled. I went to a movie quiz on Thursday, and I was shocked to learn that Bernard Hill, who played the... Yeah, oh god, yeah, I knew that. He'll always be Theoden, but he was the captain, yeah. He was the captain in Titanic. God, now I'm hearing his speech in Return of the King, which is my favourite movie of all time. Return of the King, favourite film of all time. The top 3 films are all Lord of the Rings. But Return of the King Extended Edition, the best. Yeah, as Ronan Dex. Oh, Isaac Hayes, yeah. I think I could actually remember him in Fresh Prince. I think so. Yeah, Jason Momoa's Ronan Dex replacing Lieutenant Ford. Okay, my head just started to go off on like a thing of trivia then about Rainbow Sun Franks, who played Lieutenant Ford. I'm struggling not to go off on the tangent and start talking about it, because I will. I'm trying to stop it, so I will go off on complete tangents. But then again, this is a random stream, so I can go off on tangents if I want to. Oh god, yeah. Always, once you watch the extended editions, you can never go back. Absolutely never go back to originals. Like, obviously, originals, still amazing. Still amazing films. But the extended editions are even better. I could go off on so many tangents. My head is, like, in my head, it's spiraling. I had a random thought in my head about Rainbow Sun Franks, who played Lieutenant Ford, and it's just like, in my head, it's just like going off on like completely different directions, and it's making my head go a bit woozy. Ooh. Like about his sister and his father, actually. Both extremely successful people. God damn it, now I've got certain songs stuck in my head because of that tangent. My head is going very strange now. Rainbow Sun Franks, Franks. But and his father was Don Franks, and his sister is the voice actress and on-screen actress Cree Summer, who was I'm going to go off on tangents now, I'm sorry. His sister is a very successful voice actress. She was, you know, like in Pinky and the Brain and stuff like that. You had Elmira. She's like, I can hear her voice. She was Elmira. She was also Angelica's best friend in Rugrats. And also the, I'm sorry, I've gone off on tangent. It's like I've got to get it out of my head. No worries, no worries. But her and their father, Don Franks, the first season of Inspector Gadget, she played Penny. And he played the Claw. You know, I'll get you next time, Gadget. So, sorry, that was the main thing. My head was literally going, I want to say it. But then you started talking about Ford, and I was like, I've got to say, get it out. I had to get that out of my head then. Excuse me. Oh. Now I've got Finian's Rainbow stuck in my head. The movie. Because Don Franks was in that. There we go. That's the last bit. Sorry. What, like, sometimes if my head starts going off on tangents and I try to hold it in, I get very uncomfortable. So now I feel, because I held it in and now I've said it, I'm like, ooh. God, I love Stargate. I watch so much Stargate. And just, there's so many classic, like, big, great shows and things we've spoken about tonight. Older stuff. McKay's sister. Yeah, I met them both. Kate Hewlett. I met them both. There was a convention where it's just like, it was like a day convention. It was them, both of them, and they're absolutely lovely. He's so funny, and she was really, really sweet. Kate was really, really sweet, and they're on screen together. They were so brilliant. And Carson as well. His Paul McGillian, another really nice guy to meet. He was actually at the dinner I had with with Amanda Tapping. Again, really funny. We were all trying to break. They kept trying to break Guinness World Records because it's for Sanctuary, and Sanctuary had got given a Guinness World Record for the web series because I think it was the highest budget web series at the time, and it was the first one to first production in the world to only use the red camera. And we just kept trying to break Guinness World Records all night. It was so funny. Sorry, I go off on tangents and I forget. Sometimes I'll be partway through a sentence and I'll forget where I started. This is what happens when we're talking about random stuff. I will start talking about one thing, go off on completely different tangents that are nothing to do with the beginning of it. Really annoying. Oh, my shoulder's starting to hurt now. My jaw's alright though, thankfully-ish. Actually, as soon as I say my jaw's alright, I literally got a feeling that they're like, I'm still here, bitch. Why am I feeling hyper but tired? Like, my head feels like I want to go to sleep, but it's also like, But I think, wow, we've got 2 hours for the stream. For our first, random general stream, I think we've done pretty fucking well to get this far in. I am going to say, I think we're going to call it a night. I could probably keep talking for ages, but one, I don't know when my daughter's going to wake me up, because she woke me up about 5 or 6 this morning. 2, my shoulder's starting to hurt, and it has hurt on and off all week, and at some point it literally made me tear up with pain. So I want to try to get, I want to shift. I want to be able to get comfortable for her to go sleep on it. Because at the moment, I sleep on my right side. So I don't want my shoulder to hurt. And also, now I'm thinking of it, my jaw's starting to hurt too. So we're going to probably wrap it up now. I would love to be able to talk more. If I could get up at any time I wanted in the morning, yeah, we could talk for hours, you know. But because it's the weekend, don't know when my daughter's going to wake up, we'll wrap it up. But definitely be doing this again next week. If anybody has a suggestion for what kind of thing to put in the thumbnail, stuff like that, feel free to drop it in the Discord. There should be a link to the Discord below. If it should work. If it doesn't work, comment it in the put a comment about it, I will change it. But there is, if you go into the Discord, there's a Twitch/YouTube category, and there's Hangout memes and Hangout suggestions. If you got an idea for the thumbnail, put it in the Hangout suggestions, an image or stuff like that, and I could put it in the thumbnail for next week's one whenever I remember to schedule it. But yeah, I tomorrow night I will. It's been really fun. It's been really fun just getting to talk about all sorts of stuff, because I don't get to do this. You know, I don't have anybody in person to talk about random stuff like this with. It's awesome. But hopefully, fingers crossed, unless there's any tech difficulties or if my jaw hurts too much or whatever, I should be streaming on Twitch tomorrow night for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And then Tuesday, hopefully, fingers crossed, unless I get tech issues again or illness or whatever, I should be streaming on Tuesday next week here on YouTube for more of Tomb Raider. Sorry, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Loving that so far. And then it will be here again on Friday. Okay? But yeah, if you've got a suggestion for the thumbnail, put it in the Hangout suggestions topic in the Discord. Or, well, yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm getting, like, now I've started talking about winding down, I'm getting tired. So I'm going to call it a night, because my shoulder's actually starting to throb even despite the painkillers. But yeah, I've really enjoyed tonight. It's been great. Like, I was worried about having a random stream and not having a set topic. Like, I put Good Omens in the thumbnail as a thought of, it gives us, maybe it's a starting block. We haven't talked about Good Omens once tonight. So I call this a big success, because like I put it in there just in case we need a, like, okay, let's talk about Good Omens. We haven't needed it, and it's been awesome. So, same YouTube channel. I literally started reading that, because I saw like same time, same channel. All I've got in my head is same YouTube. All I got in my head is same bat time, same bat channel. Discord, hang on, let me see. Invite people. Never generate new link. Apologies if it doesn't work. The one in there, but I will put that one here for the current Discord link. It's been lovely to talk to everybody tonight. I've really enjoyed it. It's been so much fun, and yeah, illness, pain, or tech. Apart from that, we should be here next week. I've really enjoyed it tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Well, I went into automatic YouTube ending then. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, I should say. And hopefully I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.